So, welcome to this grand adventure. So, you are a hero. For many years, heard of a certain temple where people just barely made it through each encounter. And you heard the story of the people who went through that temple. And you wanted to become one of them. You wanted to become a hero. And so you went into the city and you studied in a guild hall and you became a fairly good adventurer. But one day you remembered. You remembered those tales of the temple and that was actually the reason why you wanted to become a hero in the first place. So you decided to go into the temple. So this is you. So you actually have experience. You have one main sword, which you normally use. And you also have a shorter one, which is hidden in your armor. So if an encounter is very, very close, you can still kind of get out of it. But you usually just use your main sword, which is a bit on the heavier side, so you can actually do some damage. So you start off. You find your way into the temple. Through years of experience, you've honed your eyes to actually spot an entrance. But yeah, what do you want to do? So you stepped into the temple, and the temple behind you closed up.
Mhm.
What do you want to do?
I guess I want to look around for starters, orient myself.
So you look around, and what you see is kind of like a crystal environment, but it's sculpted. So there's a clear architecture, but with that kind of glowy atmosphere.
Okay, so it's some kind of man-made structure,
Exactly,
basically.
yeah.
I'm in. All right. Like stuff around is
It's
button.
just walls. So
That's just the wall. Okay. Uh,
it's the darkness that comes
it's
to
the
find
darkness.
you. So you walk around and suddenly you feel something. The atmosphere becomes more intense and it's glowing more and more intensely till it suddenly just stops. And the doorway opens.
Okay, interesting.
So something probably happens.
Okay, so is it closed still?
No, no, no. That's just the doorway.
Okay,
That's
that's
just.
just so I slowly, surely try to make my way towards that entrance, but I watch out for any sort of like traps or trapdoors, I know tripwires and all of that stuff.
So that's what you do. You look around. This doorway is a bit smaller, but you can still go through it.
Okay, so
So yeah, you end up in this kind of room. And then something appears.
a wolf.
Well, it's not quite a wolf. It's kind of strange. You suddenly remember the tales again of the temple you were in. And you remember the tales of the person who supposedly built it. And that he was obsessed with bringing things back to life, bringing animals back to life. Till one day something happens, and something happened, and he was thrown out of the village you came from, and built a temple with his followers. So yeah, this kind of smoky wolf that doesn't quite have a solid outline suddenly approaches you, slowly at first, till it jumps at you. What do you do?
What do I do? So I have a long but heavy sword and like a
Exactly.
shorter sword hidden in my armor, with
Yeah,
which I assume I can draw like quickly in case of emergency or
exactly.
something. So I try to defend myself using the sword. The
That you
smaller
do.
sword. The smaller sword.
That you do. You clash again. The wolf clashes against the smaller sword. The smaller sword is very quick to draw, so you actually manage to not get any damage or anything. You're basically unharmed. but the wolf is slowly pressing against you. So it does have an enormous amount of strength. So what happens is that it presses you slowly against the doorway, and you notice that the door behind you actually closed up. Just imagine it closed up.
Wow.
So you were standing right in front of the doorway, and the wolf attacked you. So now it's
Oh,
slowly inching you closer to the doorway.
am I? So I'm not quite inside of the doorway yet, but I'm almost there.
Yeah,
So I still theoretically have like room to go to right and left.
yeah. So you could try to dodge to the right, or you could
I
try
can.
to dodge to the left side here.
So when you say he's pressing against me, does he like, I don't know, because what I was thinking, I wanted to dodge to the right,
Yeah.
but like throw him into the corridor, into the narrow corridor during that. So he's trapped. Could work.
So what happens is that he's continuously pressing you towards the doorway, but right as you are around the corner, you actually let go and dodge to the side. So the wolf actually happens to clash against the doorway in and is a bit stunned for 1 second.
Okay. What was the exact, what was the backstory thing you told me with the animals again before?
So
I don't remember it
there
exactly.
was once a person in your village, long before you were born. There were only tales of a person who was obsessed with bringing things back to life. And that person started with like plants and then small animals and got bigger and bigger till he was thrown out of the village and built this
Oh,
temple you
okay.
are in.
So this might be like a revived spirit of a wolf, I might assume. Uh, in that case, maybe it wants to be put to rest finally. I don't know. I try to go for the killing blow,
Yeah.
basically.
Do you use your short or your long sword?
Uh, wolves are quite agile, aren't they?
Possibly.
I try to. Oh, that's a tough one because my guess is the short sword doesn't like finish it off quickly. Uh, can I like take a step back and draw my longer sword and then be on guard? Because it's only stunned for like a second.
Exactly, yeah. So it just
So
clashed against the door and suddenly it has to reorient itself.
yeah.
Like it doesn't have the
So
concussion left.
yeah. So while it's reorienting, I have time to let's say draw my bigger sword and I don't know, I get ready, I get into my stance and I wait for an opening basically. Because it was only
So
stunned for seconds. It's
let's
only
try
short.
this. Let's try this. So what happens is the wolf is trying to, like, I'm just calling it a wolf. It's more like a spirit wolf because
Yeah,
of the like texture it has. But yeah, it is trying to like reorient itself after clashing against the doorway, like the door, the closed
yeah,
door. And you step back a little
yeah,
and draw your sword.
yeah,
And in the meantime, the wolf is getting itself ready and gets at you. So it
yeah,
takes a leap and jumps at you. So you swing your sword, and you hit the wolf.
okay,
Like it was trying to go for your arm, but because of the distance between you and the wolf, because you took like a step back, it didn't
yeah,
have the time to actually bite you at the hand. It couldn't
okay,
reach there.
yeah,
So you swing your sword and you hit the wolf. The wolf, well, it is slashed and stumps back to the side. You can see that there's a gash in the wolf now. Like there is something oozing out of it, kind of like blood, but a bit more gaseous, like a gas
okay.
coming out of it. It reorients itself and looks at you. What do you do?
So I still keep my guard up. what do I have anything else on me except for swords and armor?
You do actually have something with you. You have a strength potion.
A strength potion.
Exactly.
So it just increases my strength and it doesn't like heal anything, for
Exactly.
example.
So it just
Okay.
raises your strength for a certain period of time, and then it
Okay.
just dissipates.
Hold on, how well is the wolf able to move with his wound?
You slashed at the wolf. It just stumbled a bit, and
Okay.
it seemed to like bleed, kind of like its
Where does it
equivalent
bleed from?
from where you slashed at it. So
Gee,
it's
thanks.
okay. Let's be more specific because it actually reached. Try to reach for your arm.
So it must be a wounded like mouth,
Yeah, exactly.
head, mouth area. So it can't really attack me that well anymore. Or
You
can
could,
it? I don't like your phrase.
you could think so, yeah, yeah. So, it probably won't try to bite you. So it is actually kind of like feeling out its mouth, and it seems to be in pain a bit. Like a bit might be a bit of
You
an
know what?
understatement.
I try to talk to the wolf.
Okay,
Like literally, can you understand me? Can you understand human speech or something?
that's what you
I,
do. So you turn to the wolf,
why do you need
and
to get close to it
no,
to
no,
talk
no,
to
no.
it?
I just wanted to show that you are getting active or something. But yeah,
Okay.
okay, you're staying at the point where you are at. And you talk to the wolf. The wolf still seems aggravated, but
Enough.
it doesn't attack. What do you do?
It didn't respond.
Like it didn't seem
So
to.
it was just standing or sitting there. Without like losing sight of the wolf, I look around a bit.
Okay.
Just what can I say in my peripheral vision? What's the room I'm in like?
So it's like a long but narrow, not quite hallway, but room
Okay.
that doesn't seem to lead anywhere currently.
It doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Because what I was thinking, what if I just slowly backed away from the wolf and went to the next room? But because I don't see, like, it's hard to say if that's a good option if I can't see, like, some sort of different path I can go, I can take.
It seems like you have to face this encounter.
Uh, I guess in that case, well, it seems like I have to finish this encounter.
Yeah,
I'm
it
taking you
seems
at your
like
word. It
because
seems like.
there doesn't seem to be a way forward.
And
So what do you do? The wolf is looking at you, trying to assess what your next move is. Like it seems to evaluate you.
what if I want to see what happens if I just slowly back away. I'm still like on guard. I still have my sword, but I try to like back away slowly.
Okay, so you try to step away slowly, and the wolf actually doesn't do anything at first till you reach around here,
Yeah.
and then it actually springs at you again.
Okay. Uh, I guess I should easily be able to like hit him again if there's enough slash because
So
it's a greater distance.
we didn't mention it, but you still have the sword out. Like you didn't put it back.
Yeah.
So you actually hold your sword and slash at it. But this time it sees the wolf sees it coming and dodges. So we didn't specify before, but with what, like, how do you hold the sword? So do you hold it like above your right shoulder or above your left shoulder?
I mean,
Like if your right hand is up on the handle, You have it above your right shoulder. If the
Okay.
left hand is above, like closer to the handle, you have it above your left shoulder.
Which one is more common for right-handed people?
For
Usually the
right-handed,
right one on top, right?
yeah, shoulder and down.
Yeah.
That's like a standard swing. Obviously, you could swing up too
Yeah.
once you're down. But yeah,
Hold on, is my blade like double edged or is it like a single edged sword?
no, no, it's a double edge, so it's
Okay.
not a katana or something.
All right.
So you slash at the wolf.
It dodges.
It dodges. Like I'm thinking, I actually imagine this. Like I didn't prepare any like fancy graphics or something. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's fine.
so you slash from the right to the left, which
Yeah.
means it dodges a bit to the side here. Like
Yeah.
it steps a bit to the back. So now it
Yeah.
seems to almost be a bit cornered. So you could try to like engage.
I'm in like a kind of down
Yeah,
position. It
exactly.
looks like I could go for like a thrust or something
Exactly.
in this
Yeah.
situation. Would seem logical to me.
So the wolf has dodged. So it is,
Yeah.
you know,
It just landed and I go for like a count or like a follow up.
yeah.
It's not a counter hit if you didn't attack it.
Like a preemptive counter.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna do it. But yeah, you go for another swing and you step forward and you actually slash at it again
I
and
thrust.
hit it. Oh,
Slash, I thrust.
you thrust at it. And because yeah, it like landed this time, this time, because you're a bit more on the downside, you
Yeah.
actually slash it a bit like at the neck
Neck
area.
area. Right.
Like it's a pretty big wolf. So I probably should have mentioned this. Like this is not like a dog, like a small dog. Like this is actually
Like this tall,
like table, maybe above table, something like that.
above table height.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you actually hit it there, and it makes a sound, and it seems to slowly dissolve.
I
Well,
still back away from it.
okay.
It
You back away from it as it slowly dissolves.
just in case it explodes or something.
And as it dissolves, the doorway opens.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
So actually, do you want to like go to the doorway that opened up?
I take one last look around inside the room in
Okay.
case there's anything of interest for me.
Okay.
Do I spot anything?
Like you spot a couple of skeletons in the corner now that you look a bit closer. Like
Okay.
behind the remains of a vase. Like there's a broken vase in the corner, and behind it seems to be like skeleton parts.
Okay. Does it look like the skeleton part? How big is the vase? Like, I want to know if the
Like it's already broken. Like there's
it's
only like the bottom part of it, and some parts of it are just
okay.
lying.
So it's very much destroyed with
Exactly.
parts scattered all over the place.
Yeah,
So it's just the remains of somebody of an adventurer or something.
it seems to be that.
Is there like anything in video game terms? Is there any loot where he died?
Well, you look around and you go back to like the vase was like in one of the corners.
Yeah.
You go back to where it died. Like there seems to be like a bit of dust on the
Okay.
ground. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything. So,
In that case, since I didn't spot anything, I'll just continue
okay.
walking, go to the next room.
So go to the next room. There we go. Just you can see it better. So, okay, you enter the next room. Do you want to look around or
Yeah,
okay?
definitely.
So you look around and it seems to be kind of like the room you entered at first. So the first room with like crystals and like that gaseous
Yeah.
atmosphere. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much going on. So it's like a pretty small room. The doorway is already opened to the next room.
Okay, so when I saw from the position I'm at right now, I'm looking into the like big room. Do I spot anything that could be important information wise?
Yeah, you actually spot something. There's something weird going on with like the floor.
Okay,
Like right before the doorway to the next room, the floor seems to be a bit higher than
okay.
the rest of the floor where you're currently standing at.
Well, then what is a bit higher?
So exactly like that kind of
Ah,
thing
it's
is
the
a bit
trap.
high.
It's the trap, isn't it?
Who knows?
Uh, yeah, I just avoid the pressure plate.
Okay, how do you do that?
So hold on, how big is the pressure plate exactly? From what I can tell.
So I'm going to specify. So you can actually like, if you want to, you can actually get to like that point. So you can
Okay,
like, it's not visualized that well, but you can fit
I
in like a 1 by 1 square
okay, yeah.
if you want to. And the space where you found that there seems to be something weird going on is exactly here.
All right.
So what do you want to do?
I mean, the first thing, just go around
Okay,
the pressure plate, and
like up
there's like,
or down?
I don't think it matters as much, but can I like hop from this square to this one without touching the one where part of the pressure plate is on? Is that possible?
You can try. So
Then I'll try.
what is important here, I believe, is if you stand here or if you stand here.
Uh,
Like, do you stand in the corner and try to hop to this square? So I'm gonna show you.
uh,
So do you try to go here?
yeah.
So exactly from here to here, basically.
I know what that's what I had in mind. But
Okay. So you try to hop and kind of like step around the corner,
yeah,
and that's what you do.
okay.
So you might be wondering why I was so specific. So if you had chosen to do it from here, I might have not been too clear about this. But so thinking back, you are wearing armor.
Yeah.
It is metal armor.
Oh,
It's
I
a bit
can't
on
jump
the
that far.
exactly.
That's what you were
Yeah.
getting at.
So you would have landed around here. And in that case, something would have.
The curious part of me wants to like take, I don't know, the sheath of my sword and like attach it to a pressure plate. But I don't know if that's a good idea.